much better. Anyway, so number, where was I? Oh, 25. Funny enough, I am normally shy when I meet people, but I do YouTube vlogs. Weird, huh? Um, it's funny. Oh, please don't mind this little piece right here because I still have to finish my hair. I got lazy and stopped wanting to do it. Anyway, number 26 is I used to sing in my high school chorus, and I actually could have went to what's that called? I could have went on a trip somewhere. I can't remember where. It was between Paris and somewhere else out of the country, but I could have went because we did a fundraiser, like the school's budget was going to pay for half of the trip for each student, and then we were supposed to raise the money ourselves, either with doing the fundraiser that we had, which was selling fruit, or your parents could just pay it, or you could just pay it, or whatever, what have you. But I was like the top seller for selling the fruit, and I didn't go because I didn't want to. I changed my mind at the last minute, and I was like, I don't want to go on this trip. I guess I was like, I don't know. I don't know what was going through my head. I just decided not to go, and some other student from course got to go on a trip for free. Number 27, up until 6th grade, I was the top seller for fundraisers at my elementary school. I say up until 6th grade because I moved before my school could have the yearly fundraiser for the school. But normally I was the top seller. I won all kinds of things, money, a school jacket, I won toys, I won everything each year except for 6th grade, because when we moved it was towards the end of the year, but it was like still the middle of the year, and the school that I was going to, they had already had their yearly fundraiser. So we're halfway through. Number 28. In high school, I had to go to night school my senior year because I wanted to be a jerk and end up failing geometry. Now I was the type of person who made honor roll every year, and I think that's another number on my list. But I made honor roll every year, mostly every quarter, but I just didn't want to do geometry. Like, my first geometry teacher, he was so racist, and I'm not going to say racist like, well, not racist, but discriminating, because it wasn't against the race, like if we were black or anything. It was like if you didn't want to learn, or if you didn't participate in class, he put you towards the back of the class, and I was kind of towards the middle, so I would get distracted with the people in the back of the class, because he didn't want to teach me anyway, because when I didn't understand something, he wouldn't come and answer my questions and explain things. So with that being said, what ended up happening was I failed. My second teacher for geometry, she ended up blowing me. Like, one day she said something to me in class, and I didn't like the way that she reacted. And then the next time, I had an asthma attack in class, which is one of my other things. I had an asthma attack in class one time, and I was so embarrassed I never went back into the class. So I had to take geometry my senior year in high school, and I graduated 1 year late. Number 12, even though I still graduated with honors, I still got 3-point-something GPA anyway. So anyway, number 29, my feet lean in toward each other at the ankles. So I'm going to show you this, how my feet are. So this skews everything else, but my feet not naturally do that. I am not doing this, because when I put my feet down, I am not doing that. It's my best friend, my best friend told me that's because I used to be bow-legged and my legs straightened out, but my feet didn't. So that's kind of crazy to me, but hey. Number 30, which is something that I've already stated, I have asthma. Number 31, I wear glasses. So I'm kind of like a cool, nerdy geek or something like that. Like, I'm really good in school. I'm really smart. I wear glasses. I carry an inhaler and all this other stuff, but I'm really cool at the same time. Number 32, I said this already too. I went to cosmetology school. I didn't graduate though, because I just came to the point where I came to the decision that I like doing my own hair, but I don't like doing other people's hair. Number 33, I almost drowned when I was 9 years old. Not because I couldn't swim, but because this guy that was 17, he wanted to play around, and he kept asking me, you swim in the deep end, go swim in the deep end, come swim in the deep end. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go over there. All my friends are in the shallow water, so I'm trying to be over there. And he literally dragged me in the water full of people, mind you. And no one is paying attention. Not even the lifeguard is paying attention to what's going on. This guy's dragging me from 3 feet to the deep end, which was 7, 8, and 9. And our pool went from 3 all the way to 9 feet, like each feet, 3, 4, 5. It went consecutive like that, and he dragged me all the way across the pool, and all I did was keep bobbing my head under the water and keep yelling for help, and no one came to help me. And then when I got away from him, I finally, I ran all the way home, and I went and, this is so old, but I went and paged my brother, 911, and my brother called me back right away and asked me what was wrong, and I told him, and my brother came back so fast. Like, this is the fastest I ever seen my brother come home. Like, he was home in, like, less than a minute, and he had to be speeding, like, bawling down the street to get to me in less than 1 minute. He told me to come show him the dude. I showed him the dude, and, he ended up beating him up. And then my stepfather wanted to see who the dude was, so I pointed him out 2 times, to my stepfather and to my brother. And the second time was, well, the first time was to my brother, and the second time was to my stepfather. And my stepfather and my mother went to go talk to his aunt who he lived with, and they ended up getting banned from the pool the whole year. I mean, the whole summer. But they eventually moved anyway. Next thing, 34. One thing that grosses me out is a hairy chest or back on a man. Like, it feels like a wool sweater. That's gross. Anyway, I'm not knocking nobody who likes that, who likes hairy men, but I just, nope. 35. I love to pick boogers. Like, see, you know how when you're looking in somebody's nose and they have a booger that's flying in and out of their nose, or it's just hanging there like, help. I can't stand that, so I pick boogers all the time. 36. I used to read Babysitter's Club books. Like, I had all of them. I used to love them. I loved them. That was like the first book I ever got interested in. 37. I have 3 different races. Well, 3, whatever. I don't know how to say that. But anyway, I'm black or African American, French, and Indian. American Indian. I get all of this from both sides of my family. So, anyway, moving on. 38. I love all Disney and Pixar movies. Like, I love all of them. 39. For 2 years straight, all I watched was Disney Channel as an adult. Yes, I used to keep Disney Channel on my TV before they had, like, Nickelodeon didn't used to be as popular. I mean, it was popular because of Dora and Diego, and then they started having all these other, like, preschooler shows. But Disney Channel was it in the morning time when my kids were, like, little kids. They used to watch Disney Channel. Like, my little kids would watch Disney Channel while my oldest son was at school, and then he would come home and watch Disney Channel, you know, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, and all of those shows. And my TV stayed on Disney Channel all through the day and all through the night. 40. I was in a full costume play when I was in 6th grade. It was called At the Hop, and it was based on a 50s theme, like where the poodle skirts and like grease looking Fonzie characters and things like that. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking in the camera, because I'm kind of looking at myself and the TV and all kind of stuff going on. 41. I can repeat several movies word for word. Like one of them is Clueless. I used to watch Clueless every single day. It will go off and I will play it again. I will rewind it. VHS tapes. What you know about that? But I will rewind it and play it again. Same thing for that movie Sixth Sense with Marlon and what's his brother? Marlon and I forgot his brother's name, but Marlon Wayans played in that movie. And we're coming down. We're almost done. But 41, I made honor roll. Like I told you, I made honor roll all the way through school except for 10th grade. The end of 9th grade and 10th grade were really hard for me because I was not in my normal setting. I was in North Carolina living with my grandmother and my father. So it was really tough. I lost my grandfather that year. I didn't know anybody living down North Carolina, and the way that I moved down there was such a big rush and everything. I was just so totally annoyed, and all I wanted to do was come back to Maryland and be with my mom and my friends. 42, I secretly listened to old music from black and white movies, like especially Frank Sinatra. 43.
No, I don't.
Yes, I do. Thank you. You better keep your hands to yourself, little girl. 43. I used to bite my nails when I was mad or nervous. But as you can see, my nails are growing. That nail polish looks horrendous, so excuse it. But my nails recently broke off on this hand. I don't know why, but yeah. 44. I'm a really good dancer, even though I don't dance too often, even at events.
You don't know how to do backflips.
I don't want to do backflips, thank you. But I usually dance in the privacy of my own home. But I used to be on a dance team. I have performed at a few talent shows doing a dance routine, as well as I used to be a majorette. 45. I broke my wrist roller skating when I was 8.5. This was during the summer times. I used to go to North Carolina to spend the summer with my dad and my grandmother. And my grandmother had brought me some roller skates, and we were roller skating on the asphalt of the street. And the street was so extremely hot. I was trying to stop myself, and I don't know what happened, but it ended up being tragic. 46, and that's my oldest son acting retarded in the back of me.
How you doing?
46, I love to plan things. I'm like a major organizer, so I love to plan everything. 47, I've been on my own basically since I was 16 years old. I've been taking care of myself. I've had jobs and things like that since I was 16. 48, I love black cats. It's something mystical and magical about a black cat that I love. I even used to have one when my oldest son was 2 or 3 years old. We had a black cat named Midnight. Stop. 49. My favorite food is anything Mexican or Caribbean style except oxtails. But I have tried curry goat, and it is actually delicious. Number 50, which is my last and final thing that you didn't know. I believe in magic. I believe in things happening in this world that are so mystical and so miraculous that you didn't even know how it happened. How does anything get conceived in this world and it just knows what to do? Like a baby, for instance. When a sperm and an egg come together, how does it know to become a baby? How does that happen? I don't even know. That's so crazy to me. But it's also magical in the same breath.
For Ricky.
And and so a bonus thing is I love everything that is pretty and glittery and shiny, and I believe in unicorns and rainbows and magic and just everything. So that's my 50 things that you didn't know about me video, and I will try and keep you posted on TCC about what's going on, and I'll check you guys out later. Bye.